All right, everyone, we're gonna do core and stretch today. So I should call it core and mobility more than core and stretch, although I'll get some stretches in there since I don't want to be like baiting and switching here, right? Obviously everything comes from here. So that's where we're gonna work from. You're gonna take your legs roughly 90-90, roughly 90-90. It's not imperative to have it perfect, no protractor needed. You're gonna come forward over this leg. You're gonna lift this back leg. You're gonna take it forward. We're gonna take it back again. You're just gonna kind of reach your chest forward. Of course, you can use your hands here if you need to support yourself. But I would love it if you just use your center. But if you need to, just until you get confident, or maybe for the whole time. When you come to this point, I know that might be challenging for a number of reasons. Do your best to lift up and extend that leg. And if it has to come down and look like something like that, so be it. I find that our ability to sort of modify, think on the fly, do what we need to do, I think is directly related to our success as far as being open to modifying something and being able to figure out what that might be and not being frustrated by it. That's the most important thing. Not allowing yourself to become frustrated by our ability or inability in any point in time. I mean, obviously we don't really get frustrated with our ability, right? But the amount of ability. One more. Okay, bring the leg back and then flip. And then reset it up. Might not be perfect. Go in fresh eyes, second sight, coming around. I am really sore this week. Depending on the mobility in your hips, hamstrings, this might feel like we're just coming straight at it. It might feel like a lot right out of the gate. Be graceful with yourself. We're going to revisit this at the end of our class today and just see how it feels after we do a little bit of other movements. It might just feel good right away. Let's do two more because I'm not really counting, but it feels like it's the right amount. You're going to take that leg back. And then we're going to come through center. And then just side to side. And as much as you need to, hands or no hands, that's your call. So for me, coming through center here, I have to go into a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt in order to come back through. But then when I come through, I'm looking to neutralize, maybe even find a little bit of extension. Scoop myself back. Yeah. I just always travel when I do this, like forward, like I'm trying to scoot toward you, like, hello, I'm going to scoot right off my mat all the way to you, through the camera, into your home. Oh my goodness. This is it. Come through center. I'm going to turn this way. Inhale. Exhale. Just tip the pelvis. So shorten belly button to pubic bone. Come onto the back of the hips. Inhale, lift, sit high. high on the sitting bones. Lift the spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So when you come up, try to come onto the front side of the sitting bones. You can even kind of pull yourself forward if you need to. Give yourself some help. This has been kind of a kick of mine lately, this idea of getting our pelvis to move more. I think we sometimes get a little rigid in there, and then we expect our spine to do certain things that it can't do if the pelvis isn't doing what it needs to do. We want it to be able to go posteriorly, and this is really neutral, but like a little anterior. 2 more. Now I broke out all kinds of tools today. You're gonna use what you have and you're gonna make do. Roll all the way down. Mini ball, if you have it, is gonna go between your thighs. If you have a yoga block, it's gonna go between your feet. I saw something really cool today, fellow teacher doing, and I can't do it exactly what he was doing, but we're gonna do our own version of it. So mini band is gonna go around the wrists. So just to create some tension here. Squeeze the ball, squeeze your feet on the block. Press the feet down. Inhale, exhale, imprint your low back on the floor, squeeze the ball, and then curl up. Come down, neutralize the spine. Squeeze the ankles, squeeze the thighs. Exhale up. Inhale, come down and neutralize. Squeeze, 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 push the hands out, curl up, that's your exhale. And then come back. Now when you come back to neutral, I won't even be mad if you go past neutral right here, if you arch the low back a little bit, as long as it feels okay on you. And then you really are contracting to come up. Feet squeeze, thighs squeeze, imprint the spine. So, not really a ground-breaking movement, but the awareness of the position of the pelvis, the action of the spine, really refined, nuanced, staying connected to it as you're doing it. One more. Beautiful. Release everything. Just you. Right knee comes in. Left leg is out straight. You're going to support on the back of this right leg. If your right leg can straighten, great. If it doesn't, don't force it. Just try to reach the foot away as much as you can. You're going to inhale. Exhale, lift up. Draw the leg in any amount so your leg can be bent. Circle your ankle. Reverse it, and then release back down. Inhale, exhale. Your leg can help to bring you up. So if you're having trouble coming all the way up, push your leg forward, hold on to it to come down, but push it forward to bring you up. We're never forcing hamstring stretches. I promise you, it's not going to give you a better greater range of motion. It's just not. So here, if it's hard to come up, push the leg away. That's going to bring you up. Just hold on, go for the ride. And you can do that with a bent leg. Push to come up. One more here. Lift to the sitting bones as best you can. Control it down. Switch your legs. Same thing, second side. Push and rise up. Circle the ankle. Control it down. If you need a bent leg, push, push, push. Sometimes your brain just has to feel what it feels like to accomplish a movement. And then once you have felt it, you can refine it. Forget about this ankle. So we want to kind of get into all those little areas here that we sometimes forget about. Every time I go up and down, my stomach sloshes about all the beverages I've had this morning. I wonder if the mic picks that up. Right there. It goes. I'd like one more, please. Beautiful. Shoulders stay up. We're just going to switch the leg and pulse. Switch. So the mobility of our center, I think is so important. I'm talking about hips, spine, shoulders, like this whole trunk area. Obviously ankle mobility, all that stuff's super important also. But the way our pelvis moves or doesn't move has impact on how we squat, how we deadlift, how we forward fold. Four more. Both legs up. Little pause. Shoulders come up again. Legs lower down. Legs lower. Lift up. Lift the pelvis. Come back down. So we're going to keep the shoulders up for as long as we can. If you need a break, you take them down. Two more. One more. Beautiful. Hands and knees. Really, really nice. We're going to do some isolations here. And actually, I'm going to have you go on your forearms. That way you are less likely to move a lot in areas that I don't want you to move. We're going to emphasize the pelvis. So tipping the tail up, lifting the sitting bones, letting the belly drop, and then pull, pull, pull belly up and draw the tailbone down. Inhale, extend. We're going to try to minimize movement in the shoulders and in the upper back. Really emphasize the low back and the pelvis, and actually moving the pelvis this way, and not just doing it from your back. I have a tendency to want to get right in my shoulders here. But try to stabilize the shoulders do minimal movement. So I'm going to keep mine in protraction the whole time, pushing the floor away so that I am less likely to try to add in from there. Two more. One more. Up onto the hands. Good. You're gonna sit your hips back, and then we're gonna isolate shoulders. So protract, retract. Protract, retract. With your hips down, we're taking away a lot of the option of moving from the low back and the pelvis and isolating the shoulders. Really push away. Draw back. Should feel kind of good, right? Tell me I'm not alone here. Last two. Hi, Mister, I hear you. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to turn toward you for a second. We're going to have this kind of a line. We're going to turn our body. We're going to turn our body. We're going to drop the shoulders. The elbows down, and we're going to squeeze up. We're going to switch. We'll drop. It's going to make sense in a second, I promise. Sorry, mister. Your timing is not great. Okay, so you start in center. Chest is lifted just a little bit, not super, super high. Your head is still nice and extending forward. Elbows lift as high as you can to start, and then turn to the left. So take a side bend, lower the elbows down, lower the face down without touching, and then lift up, and then take it over to the other side. Drop down, lift up, other side. Legs are crazy strong the whole time. I've got a cat trying to thwart my movement here. Let's do one more on each side, please. Beautiful. Come through center. And then, I'm sorry, mister. He just wants some love. We're going to take a mini band. I'm actually going to use this one because it'll be easier. I'm going to put it around the outside of my ankles, or you could do the outside of your feet. Actually, I'll go feet. I'm going to go feet. So top and bottom of the feet. It's going to be on the pinky side. We're coming right back down again. We're going to bend the knees. So the feet are going to want to be pulled in, and you have to fight it. And it's not like crazy far out. It's just enough awareness. Your head can rest down or your head can be up. It's going to be up to you. I like to rest my head down on my hands. Before we move, a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt. And don't worry, I'm going to explain that in case you don't know. Lengthen your tailbone toward the back of your knees and then shorten from your belly button to your pubic bone. And kind of press your pubic down a little bit, just a little bit. So now your glutes are already squeezing. We're going to lift, lift. So legs lift. The amount of effort into the band is not going to be that much. If you're like me, you're already shaking here. Minimize sensation in your low back. You need to pause, reset to come into that strong position. Four, three, two, oh my gosh, legs out straight. Keep the band. Reset, little posterior pelvic tilt. Squeeze the glutes, extend the legs long, and then lift. Straight legs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Release down. Band comes off. Hands and knees extended, nice and long. So you're in a plank on your knees. I'm going to take my hands out a little bit more, and I'm going to turn my fingers open a little bit more. I'm just going to go a little side to side here. So one elbow bends, and the other arm kind of pushes towards straight. I'm going to turn toward you. Hopefully you can get a view. I'm going to have to kind of cheat it here. So hands are kind of wide. Okay. My arm that's straight is more like straight-ish. It's not really fully straight. And then stretch back. Hands a little wider than your shoulders. I like fingers just a little bit out. Hips come forward. Squeeze. Lower down. Come up. Tap. Lower down. Tap. If you're feeling particularly strong, toes are great. Balls of the feet are great. So full push-ups if you want. Here's what I'm looking for though. We have this little bit of a tip and a squeeze here. Really, really important. Try not to lead with your face. Like, don't lead with your face. Try to keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Last 2, reset every time on the top. Beautiful, stretch back. Really nice. All right, so I'm gonna kind of juice up my next little bit with some ankle weights. But mine are pretty light, they're 2 pounds. So if yours are over 2 pounds, I'm gonna say that they might be too much. And I might not be able to do it with the ankle weights anyway. We're gonna find out. We're gonna go back to the first thing we did, and then we're gonna add on to it. So we're gonna go 90-90. We're gonna come forward. We'll reach if it's okay. We'll come up and around, and we'll lift that leg. So exactly what we did to start. Maybe add this leg, like a little catch there, just kind of like we did before when we were doing those roll-ups. Maybe you don't like that and you just want to use your own strength. And then we're going to add to this. And you're going to have to use your hands most likely. It's going to bring the leg around. You're going to rock. Lift up. Come down, bring it back, reach, leg comes around, hands are great. I'm going to take my foot even further forward so I get a little bit more stretch when I come up there into my hips. Ooh. Let's go one more on this side. Because I know you're like just getting in the rhythm, right? Come through center. Flip those legs. First few just here. Shine. If it feels good, you can give a little bit of a catch here. Woo. I have been so sore this whole week. I'm not complaining. I really enjoy being sore because it's not like a soreness that I can't walk or function. It just reminds me that my muscles are there. And I love moving when I'm sore because then I really get a sense of how I move and what muscles work when I'm moving. Okay, we're gonna add on to this baby. Woo! Gotta scoot myself back while I'm doing the actual movement. I think the hardest part is just getting my ankle weight in the correct spot so that I'm not crushing my bones. Once I'm in the right spot. After I said piece of cake, I was waiting to actually fall over and prove myself wrong. Let's go one more time, please. Beautiful. Finish it out. Come through center. Done. Legs out wide. Nice and tall. This is it, y'all. Sit up as much as you can. If you need to kind of rock side to side, get yourself centered so that you feel, and this might be hard, but we don't want to be resting back here. You want to try to move up. And so there's a lot of things that have to happen for that to have to happen, right? So be patient with yourself, but do try to like lift up onto the sitting bones, hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, turn, tip over. Inhale, exhale, turn and tip. Oh, Siri. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going without me yammering about when to inhale and exhale. It is totally fine for your opposite sitting bone to lift away from the ground when you come forward. You are not trying to lift it up, but you're also not trying to keep it fully rooted down. Give your hips some freedom. Let them move. Let them groove. One more each way. Come through center. Reach for either foot. I don't care if you come all the way out or not. We're not just collapsing, holding strong, pressing the legs down, reaching the heart forward. If you can, and if it gets there, hands can be on your legs, on your feet. Press your hands and your legs together, whatever part of your legs you have, so you can stabilize the shoulders and lengthen the spine. Ground down, inhale, rise up. Arms go wide, drop ear to shoulder, drop the hands down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, ear to shoulder, other side. Hands go down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, ear to shoulder, other side, and then turn your chin toward your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, ear, and then chin. Inhale, rise, and exhale, release. You are done. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. I hope you feel connected to your core, maybe a little bit more mobile, or at least just happy. I hope you at least just feel happy. Have a good day.